Okay, to have money, you must do what? Sell. Okay, let's pause it there. Let's go biblical. For some of you that read the Bible, a little bit. You know, we're introduced to a story in 2 Kings chapter 4. It's a woman, her husband has died. And they're about to sell her children as slaves. And she goes to the man of God and says, my husband is dead and my kids are about to be taken and sold as slaves. And the man of God says something very interesting to her. He says, what do you have in your house? What do you have? And the woman says to him, I have nothing but a jar of oil. But before he even asked her, what do you have? He said, what can I do for you? He said, tell me, what can I do for you? So a lot of us here, if somebody asks us, let's say you have a financial problem, and you go to somebody that's of stature, and they ask you, what can I do for you? What's going to be your answer? You're going to say, please give me the money, introduce me to somebody, give me a tender, give me a project. But the woman doesn't answer the question. She doesn't answer the question. The question, what can I do for you? She skips it. She answers the second question that says, what do you have? And then she says, I've got nothing but a jar of oil. No, I don't want to spend too much time on the story, but I want to show you the significance of that story and restoring a woman's dignity. So he says to her, she says to him, I've got nothing but a jar of oil, right? Then he says to her, go borrow vessels. Vessels speaks to capacity. Go borrow vessels. She goes out. Now, I'm not a biblical scholar or a pastor, right? But I'm paraphrasing this story. She goes out, borrows these many vessels, and she goes into a house, starts pouring the oil. And our Bible says, for as long as there was vessels to pour the oil into, it kept on pouring. Right? Capacity. You need to have enough capacity for this thing. So anyways, she goes back and says to him, the oil is finished. Now, the guy didn't say, let's pray. He didn't say, let me anoint you with the oil. Because women want to be anointed. But he doesn't say that. He says to her, go and sell the oil. Pay your debts. You and your children live on the rest. So I don't know whether the live on the rest is live on the rest for the rest of your life. But if somebody says live on the rest, English is very clear. So it means this woman was financially free. From doing what? What is the thing that she did? What she paid for?
Selling.
From what? Selling. So this woman went out, sold the oil, came back, paid all her debts. I'm imagining a debt-free life. I'm imagining a debt-free life. So she paid all her debts, and then she's living on the rest of the man. Now we're talking about financial freedom. Now my job is obviously to introduce a different concept today, which is you developing a vision board. But before I do that, we've cleared the fact that the woman became financially free through selling something. That something was oil. Now, I want to do something very quick, small exercise. And please be honest with me. Nobody is perfect. We're all family, okay? Yeah. Quick one. I want to see how many people here have got a 20-year life plan. 20-year life plan. Written down step by step. Please show me your hand. 20-year life plan. Let's keep it down. On this exercise, I want us to keep quiet and just raise our hands. 20-year life plan. Written down. Step by step.
My phone.
On your phone. Okay, one person. And then let's see 50-year life plan. Written down step by step. I'm generous. I get kidded. It's a favor. Going from 20 to 15. 15-year life plan written down step by step. How many people are here? Plus minus 50. More than 50. Only one person has a life plan.
Dad, I want to give you the phone so you continue.
Anyway, let's take it to 10 years. 10-year life plan written down step by step. Written down. If it's not written down, it's a wish. It's not a plan. Wishful thinking. Let's take it down to 10 years. Okay, 5 years, written down step by step. 5-year life plan, written down step by step.
Reverse engineering.
2 people. So the percentage is going up a little bit. Okay, but I'm still general. 1-year life plan, written down step by step. 1 year. Written down step by step. Okay, I'm still general. 6 months life plan. 6 months. If it's here, it's a wish. It's not wishful thinking. It's not a plan. All right, here. Plan for the weekend. You know, if you're going far, let me quickly show you something. If you're going far, I just drove from Limpopo now. We had a conference there, so we drove from Limpopo. But before we went to Limpopo, we made sure the car is serviced, right? The tires are fine. We're not going to get stuck on the road. Basically, make sure the car can get us to where we are going because we are going far. A lot of you came from closer destinations, isn't it? Around the corner. How many of you took your car to service because you were coming here? You took it because you were coming here? No. Because you were coming here, it's closed. You just get into the car and drive because you are not going far. So, by you telling us that you don't have a plan, you are simply saying to us, you are not going far, so you don't have to plan.
Okay.
By your own admission. So if I'm driving to Cape Town, it's far. I'm gonna plan for the journey. I'm gonna make sure the car is serviced. I'm gonna make sure I've got petrol. I'm gonna make sure that the car can get me there. But if I'm not going far, I'm not gonna do all of that because I'm not going far. So by your lack of planning, you're already admitting to yourself, to your subconscious mind, even to God himself, that I don't have to plan for my journey in life because I'm not going far. So even my endeavor of selling something should not be something that's big enough to retire me and my children and fund the next generation. Because I simply want to drive a Mercedes Benz. That's all I want. I want enough money to drive a nice car, live in a nice house. The rest, I did not have. So it is said that the most successful families, the Rothschild, the Rockefellers, have got a 300-year plus family plan. 300 years, family plan, step by step. Even the values of the people that their great-grandchildren must marry. They're in the plan. Now with us, black people, black men, black women, there's no plan. We are living for the weekend. And we are hoping to prosper. Competing with people that have got a 300-year plan. Now, let's take it back to the Bible. And I need you to do this exercise with me because we are doing the vision board, but I'm going to sit down. I just want to share this quick exercise. I wanted to challenge your mind quickly. Quick exercise. Ephesians 3:20 said, God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you can ask or imagine. So, meaning, imagination is the last point where you and I should be living. When you look at the 4 levels of value, the first level of value is implementation. Implementation means at work or wherever you are the guy that's doing stuff. They get you to do the stuff that needs to be done. And the second level of value is unification. Unification speaks to getting other people to do stuff. So that's management. You've developed yourself to the level where you can get other people to do something. And then the third level of value is communication. So that's why communicators are presidents. Communicators sell. Communicators run big companies because they communicate. But the last level of value where people get paid the most is imagination. Imagination. And imagination is where people invent products like this. Is that true or not? This started by imagination. Imagination is where people write books like this. I'll give you an example. I wrote on my 10-year plan in 2019. I said I will write a book in the next 10 years. Now, I didn't know when. I even thought perhaps in 2029. I wrote this book in 2020, and I've sold countless thousands and thousands of this book. That started by imagination. Now, I need you to do something quickly for me. Let's close our eyes. Remember, it says, God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above everything you can ask or imagine, right? Right. Close your eyes for me. Quick exercise. Just a quick one. I need you to imagine a red Ferrari. A red Ferrari. Can you see it? Yes. It's in your imagination, right? Yes. So meaning, it's within grasp. Your spirit can imagine this thing. I need you to imagine if you are a distributor selling $1 million worth of pairs a month. Okay. How does your life look? Is the price? What kind of a hill is it? What kind of a skirt is it? What kind of car are you driving? Just imagine it a little bit. Okay, imagine a big building with your name on it.
I'm trying to get an angle from behind you.
Can you see it? Yeah. Okay, let's open our eyes. So, a vision board is very simple. What do you imagine? And what are the pictures that look like your imagination that you can take and put on a board? So, ladies, you imagine yourself married. Go find a picture of a guy and a woman that are getting married. They're wearing a suit. The other one is wearing a wedding dress. Put it on your board because you need to constantly be seeing that thing. Isn't it? Yes. You imagine yourself running a company. I'll tell you what, on my vision board, true story. On my vision board, I have a picture of Aliko Dangote. Anyone knows who Aliko Dangote is? Mm-hmm. I've got a picture of Aliko Dangote and Johan Rupe. Wow. And I wrote something below, true story. I said, my friends, they and I are rich.
Yeah. Amen. Yeah.
Abangani ba. Mina na.
Right.
Rich ngokufana.
Yeah.
Awukakayiboni namhlanje. Mina sengiyibonile.
Oh yes.
Nina ngizoketchupa na. Ngizongithola khona. So meaning everything that I'm doing day by day, the platforms I'm building, the businesses I'm building, the companies I'm engaging it to meet the level of my friends.
Come on.
So meaning the mindset that informs everything I do determines even the kinds of people I allow to be my friends. Because I look at you, what's your mindset? I would say, because the mindset, okay, I need to learn me, I need to. But it doesn't mean Uguti, we look down on people. But we look at people and say, if I'm adding enough value in your life, why aren't you adding value in mine? So that I can reach what's on my vision board. So find those magazines, find those pictures, write down everything you need to write down. I always say to my team, when we started, because we've done a couple of things with It's More Than Just Money. I've written a best-selling book. We started doing seminars across the country in the SADC region, and then we started a podcast. No, I'm the Oprah Winfrey of business podcasting in this country. Now, I had never done a single episode. But if you look at our podcast, in the category we are in, we are number one. And we'll continue to dominate. But it didn't start there. It started by me telling them, I tell them every day, Chief, whatever we are doing here, remember, I'm the Oprah Winfrey of business podcasting. So you have to constantly be imagining this thing. That mindset goes into every platform, and I'm about to sit down. We've built this platform that's a technology platform. And maybe as a gift to me, how many people have got a smartphone? Smartphones?
Yes.
Okay,
All of
please,
us.
please Google, get onto your Google. Get one second imagination like I producer.
Okay.
Get onto Google. Google add prop. A-double-D prop. P-R-O-P. Add prop. Add prop.
P-R-O-P.
.coza. A-double-D P-R-O-P.
Oh, okay.
That's a platform that's revolutionizing how black people are doing property in the country. It helps them list their properties. Now, obviously, it's used by people of all color. But we built that platform by imagining people listing properties, selling it, managing it, and on the same platform, sending invoices, managing their properties, and having an Uber-like platform on it where people can find a maintenance person at the comfort of their home on the platform. All of that was imagined. It's an imagination. So when you write out your vision board, because time is gone, I want you to consider the 4 levels of value and ask yourself, where are you? Am I an implementer, a unifier, a communicator, or am I a person that imagines stuff? And what am I doing with that imagination? And then tied to this, the 4 levels of wealth. The 4 levels of value, there's 4 levels of wealth. The first one is the rat race. Rat race means if you don't work, you don't get paid in the rat race. Second level, which ties to passive income, financial independence. It simply means your business is making enough money to cover your expenses, or your passive income from products like you're selling dignity, or you've got a property portfolio, or you've got platforms that you've built, books that you've written, is equal to your expenses. You're financially independent, whether your expenses are 100,000 or 5,000. Next level is financial freedom. Your passive income is 2 times your expenses. 2 times. So if your expenses are 100,000, passive income is 200,000. If it's 5,000, passive income is 10,000. And the last level of wealth, remember kamuki value, kamuki wealth, tying everything. The last level of wealth is where me and my friends are. Nali aliko right. Your passive income is 3 times your expenses. Passive income, money that you don't work for, money that comes from businesses, money that comes from writing best-selling books like mine. Hello, best-selling author. By the way, self-published best-selling author.
Okay.
Not published by a company. No.
Clap hands for him, ladies.
So, as I told you, why do I say these things? I say these things because, one, the book is now partnered with Destiny.
Wow.
With dignity. Of course, because we're restoring
That's
women's
right.
dignity.
Yes, it's team.
It's been your dignity. Dignity. It's team.
Yes.
And Site, that woman's destiny, this dignity, was restored when she started selling the oil. Meaning your answer to the problems that you have is in selling. Right? So it's going to be tied. So in your distribution of the pair, we too will be helping you with the marketing. Because we will be communicating on all our platforms. Plus minus, we've got more than 1 million followers across platforms.
Okay.
So it's going to be easy for you when you buy this pad, combined with this book. It's more than just money. The weight will be pushed by you. We too will be pushing it, so that more women, young children can have access to something that gives them back their dignity. And if I've added value,
Let's clap hands for the best-selling author. You can do better than that. Best-selling author. The friend to Elon Musk, Aliko Dangote and Johan Rupert. We are now going to our last order of business, but before we go,